Hello, world. Long time no see. For those of you on the meditation with me, so my name is Alan Brock of Ground Your Divinity, and hey, welcome. So I am doing a 100-day meditation experience with meditating 2 hours a day at various time intervals, and just scoping about my insights and my transformations. Whatever else surfaces for me. So. I hope this serves you well. Today is day 39 of 100. Wow, it's kind of amazing to be doing this for this long. It's definitely begun to radically transform my life. There's a sense of peace, a sense of presence that has grown, tapping into my soul, tapping into my inner being that is awakening. And it's nice just to be connected and grounded and be able to do the same stuff in life, but to not have this sense of anxiety and this lost in the surface world, what's going on? I can stay grounded and present, and or if I get lost, easily come back. So a few things that kind of came up for me today. Welcome, by the way, guys. If y'all have any questions or thoughts about meditation, spirituality, or just life in general, please feel free to chime in. And what up? Good to see you. Also, if you find value in this, have you practiced it yourself? So if you find value in this content, I highly recommend that you, or I offer and ask that you please follow me. Hearts are always appreciated, so other people can receive benefit and see this as well. So during my meditation today, I did, thank you. I really appreciate that. Today I did some earlier, just kind of lying down. I don't know if you know, Shavasana is the Indian name for corpse pose, basically where you're just kind of lying down like this. And just after my exercise and found, I did a lot of deep breathing and I found it to be very therapeutic. Two things began to really come up for me. Number one was and thank you very much for the hearts. I really appreciate that. One is when I first started, I was very much, I don't speak Russian, but if you can translate, I'd be happy to help you out. One was, at the beginning, I was very much in my surface self, so to speak, in my thoughts, my emotions, different things like that. And as with all of us, hello, hello. There's this initial, even though I've been doing this for a while, there's still this initial tendency to need to do something about that. To have, as thoughts come up, as emotions, as whatever surfaces, I need to do something. I need to shift. I need to focus on my breathing. I need to bring the energy in my body. I've got to do something. And the more that I just allowed myself to be and rest in the space, over time, this energy, this inside presence just kind of began to grow and grow and grow without me having to do anything. It just kept opening and opening and opening to where then the inner presence was stronger than the outer presence. And the thoughts and the emotions were just kind of riding on the surface. And so just know that meditation does its thing, connecting with oneness with the spirit inside, does its thing on its own. In fact, I've heard this quote before that I like. God needs no help, just no interference, right? So just, we show up, we allow ourselves to be and to take time for spirit to flow through us, and everything will take care of itself. Thank you very much. Thank you. And in fact, the more we just allow to be, the more healing occurs. And I also noticed in myself too that a lot of anxiety was coming up for me, and there was a piece of me that's like, no, I'm focused on my breathing right now. I'm going to push that aside. My focus is on my energy, my breathing right now, not on these anxieties or whatever's coming up. And it kind of kept it stuck. And the more I just said, okay, thank you. I have anxiety right now. That's fine. I have this feeling inside. Just allowed it to be. Then it opened, and this energetic release and this actual physical relaxation, even a little intestine gurgling kind of popped up and released. And then the anxiety just went away. So again, just a reminder that everything we experience is good. And when we're experiencing something like that, especially during a meditative state, it's supposed to come up. It's on its way out. An analogy that I like to use is, imagine that we have a crystal clean, pure glass of beautiful water, right? And that's us. And over time, life happens, and ink drops in that water, and it starts to get all cloudy. Well, what we do is we cover that up, and we say, oh, wait, no, I don't want to look at that right now. There's nothing wrong. It's okay. And our consciousness kind of shuns that, and we operate for, see, look, everything's fine. I'm okay. There's no worries. And then life happens again. We drop more ink in the glass. More things get cloudy. And so that then we don't want to deal with it. And so our mind starts covering it up again. No, everything's fine. It's okay. See, look, I'm crystal clear, perfect. Everything's okay. No worries. And over time, that just keeps happening and happening. And as I'm sure you've noticed in your own life, we hit this point. I mean, the world doesn't seem quite the same as when we were like 5 years old, right? I mean, summers don't last as long. The days don't seem as bright sometimes. There's just this tunnel vision that little by little, welcome guys, glad y'all are here, that has been shrinking little by little our perception to where life is just not the same as it used to be. And thank you for inviting followers too. I appreciate that very much. If you guys are finding value in this, please follow me. All my legit followers, I follow back. Any and all hearts are appreciated. You can also connect with me via email on my profile. And power flows. So this tunnel vision begins coming in on us, right? That can be reversed. That's just that process of our consciousness closing off those areas we don't want to see in life. So as we begin to, hey, what's up? Glad to see you aboard. As we begin going through a meditative state and opening back up, it seems painful at first. It seems difficult because we are going back and opening into all those things we had previously covered up, and having to face some of the stuff that we didn't want to deal with. But as we face it, as we open up to it, and as we continue to be in a state of presence and being, we're basically pouring fresh, clean water into our glass. So if you have an inky glass and you pour fresh, clean water, thank you very much for the hearts. I appreciate it. As you keep pouring fresh, clean water into the glass, the inky water is going to surface and release, right? And it's going to be replaced by that crystal cleanness. That's this idea of natural healing. It's just let the inky stuff go. So when and that's the whole God doesn't need our help, just no interference. As we sit and be and rest in presence, that happens automatically. All we have to do is show up. Just show up and be and allow the healing to take its own course. And so when we're doing that and the thoughts come up, the anxieties come up, the fears, the sadnesses, whatever issues we have, things start, the phenomenon, we'll call it, start surfacing. That's the ink leaving from the glass. It's a good thing. It is the process of natural healing. So rather than try to push things away, repress stuff, I'm not dealing with that right now, I'm focused, let your attention be with your breath, or be with whatever the focal point. Hey, man, long time no see. Hope you're doing well. Let your attention be with your breath, or whatever your focal point is, and just allow the rest of the stuff to surface and release. And as we do, and we keep being, and the presence opens inside, that crystal clean water comes in, we begin to purify our mind and our body, and that tunnel vision thing we talked about earlier begins to reverse. And life begins to open back up. The world becomes brighter, time seems longer, joy just comes up from within more effortlessly. It's really an amazing process. So, thank you. I appreciate that. So that's really what I'm seeing and want to offer you guys with meditation. Something else, too, that actually, let me check my timing because I have some other stuff going on today. You know what? I'll tell you what. I'll just very briefly say that meditation, as we release our thoughts and open up to our inner being, infinite creativity can flow, and infinite access to ideas and all the above. All we have to do is ask the questions rather than get stuck in what we think we know and what we've done in the past. If we will simply allow ourselves to be, again, release thoughts, come back into our body, and just in that state of presence, just ask, what new creative idea could I have for business? How could I handle this situation? What would be highest for me to do right now? What would serve this issue I'm dealing with in this relationship? How do I solve this algebra equation? Whatever it is that you're going through, an infinite repository of creativity and answers is available for us. Ask and you shall receive. It's right here. So as you cultivate this meditation, this presence, and this opening to inner being, and the ability to let your thoughts come up and surface without worrying about them, because remember, thoughts are what's going on and happens from our past experience. What we're used to doing, what we know, is what our thoughts help us with. And they're fine, and that's great, and it works on one level. But to begin to access those things that we are unfamiliar with, that haven't yet become a part of our experience, but that could, a deeper inspiration from the bottom of the lake, so to speak, from the deep being, the deep place inside of us, is available to answer any and all questions we have. So, let yourself rest in the presence. Ask and you shall receive. And allow everything else that surfaces to just be as it is and let it go. And a whole new life is available for you to open up to. So, like I said, my name is Alan Brock of Ground Your Divinity. In addition to scoping my insights and whatnot over these 100 days, I also offer life and wellness coaching, spirituality coaching. Basically, I do not have a scooter. Nope. So I basically offer life and wellness coaching, spirituality coaching. The idea is to open to this place of meditation and presence and being or spirit or whatever you want to call it. But let it not just be about the meditation pillow. Let it be about your life. How can you really live from this place in your life practically and create on a physical, mental, emotional, spiritual level the life you desire to live for yourself, to create this vision inside you have of your dreams and your ideas and your passions and your loves, and bring it out in the world. Serve yourself, serve humanity, and just live like you know you can live. And that's what I am. That's what I'm passionate about. That's what I offer to you. So please connect with me for a free hour and a half. Just you and I sit together, Skype, phone call. If you're in the Houston area, we can meet in person, and just to talk and sit down about what works for you, what's going on in your life, what's in your way, how can we create, how can I help you to create a life of passion and of presence and of everything else you desire for yourself. So email me, we'll connect, and then if we decide to do coaching stuff past that, then awesome. If you just get an hour and a half of some clarity, then that's awesome too. So I'm going to sign off for the day. I will see you all tomorrow. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the hearts. Please follow me if you find this useful, and share with others. And now, sorry, brother, I'm giving a talk on spirituality in about an hour, and I still have yet to shower and take care of a couple other little things. So I'm heading out for the day, but have no fear, I will return. Much love, everybody. Take care, and I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you. I appreciate that, brother. Best of luck and love, and all you guys do too.